So today I'm going to be teaching you how to do the directory more in depth. So when you click your characters, you'll see this pretty view, and whenever you click into the folders, you'll see your characters and you just can keep clicking onto them. So it'll be the same for each and every folder. The same method that I teach you for just this one is going to be used and applied to everyone, all right? So the first step is to create some new characters. You'll basically create new characters and set the the visible to only you so that only you could see all the work you're doing. That way it's just nice and pretty, just ready to go when you're ready to submit everything. So you'll create uh, two characters, one for your main directory. And then for this tutorial, I'm going to show you the second character is for your character directory. Of course, you would have to basically sort of do like two for each and every one, like one extra one. So you have your main, and then one here, one here, one here, one here, one here. Or unless if you're confident enough, you could just reuse that same character for each and every one, just changing up the coding for however you need. Sorry. So we have our code. We need our code for our main directory. So you're going to make your new code. I already have my profile set here. And then I'm going to make another character for my Sona directory. And we're going to have this here. So for your main directory, you're just going to copy paste raw code. Of course, it's not going to look this pretty. It's going to look like the default for whatever you have it for. You're going to go to edit profile. If you do not see this view, then you'll hit this button and refresh. That way you could see this view. You need this view. So first, we're going to mess with the colors. You see how I have these hashtags here? Those are called hex codes. You can go to coolers.co and you can generate, and you could just generate and play with the colors and grab the hex code you need. So I really like this blue. I'm just going to control copy. So control C. You're going to go back to your code for the directory, and then you're going to highlight everything. Control F. You're going to press this Alt, and then you're going to control V. So that replaces everything for that. So that when you go down here, you go back to our character, we have that nice dark blue color. Or purple in our case, it kind of looks purple. So when we go back to our coding, I'm going to teach you how to change these images, all right? So you're going to go to Google and you're going to find you whatever image you want. So let's say I want this flower, right? You can just do the copy image link, but I've noticed that I've run into a couple issues just trying to do that. So usually what I do now is open image in new tab, and then you copy the image link from there. That way you know it works. So we're going to go back to our code, right? We're going to find image source, and we're going to put our image source there. So we're going to control V for paste. So that when we go down here, update character, go back here. There we go. I usually just like using square images for this code, but it really just depends on the code you're using. All right. So I've changed my colors. I've changed my image. So when you go back to your coding, you just change all the information for like the written part so you can get it looking like this. Because some of y'all might want to be like, oh, I want to call this cats and I want to call this dogs. Like, yeah, so you're just going to do all this work first. Work on this directory so you can make it look nice and pretty before you work on the next step, right? So let's say we have our nice and pretty code. This is exactly what I wanted. I'm done. You'll go to that other new character that you created and you'll post the code in there. So I'm going to go to manage character, edit profile, and you're going to change whatever your heart desires. I can change the colors, the writing, the name, right? However, now in my character directory, this one, my sister, I'm going to go to my OC. So I'm going to go to, you'll probably see this when you're setting it up. So I'm going to go to my OCs. I'm going to click her. I'm going to copy this link at the top. So control copy. All right. So when we go to our coding for our characters, when it says right here, it should be called ahref. I'm going to post that link between these quotation marks. I'm going to control V, right? So that when I update my character, it looks nice and pretty. But when I click on her, I'm going to be brought to this page now. That's how that works. So now that I got you're going to make this look nice and pretty. Finish this up like, man, I am done with this and I'm ready to start putting them into folders. So when you're ready for it to start putting into folders, I'm going to manage character and I'm going to leave their coding up. So I have my codes. I'm going to go to my drop down. I'm going to go to folders. So you should see you should maybe not even see a lot of this. All right. So you're going to create a new folder. You're going to paste this code first. All right. However you want to do it. Just paste the code. Like you're going to do the whole, like, yeah. You're going to copy all this and you're going to paste it here. And then you're going to create a folder. All right. Of course, you can set all this up to how you want. And then you'll do the same thing for your other code. So you go to your Sona. I'm just going to go to select all, copy, and then I'm just going to paste it here. And then I'll create my new folder. So you'll have your folder, whatever you named it. I just do icons. So this is my directory. This is this. And this moon shape is this. All right. So when you go, now we have it set up. The code's there, but now we need to change it, right? So set default folder to this, and you're gonna see the default folder to your main directory, to whatever code you did for the main one. But how do we start linking them now? I want to be able to now, when I click on this image, I want to be able to be led to my characters here. So now this is where we start having to mess in with the folders. So you're going to go to you'll have this view. Oh my goodness, look, I have my directories folder, which leads to my main one. And I have my moon folder, which leads to this one. This is the one that you have all your characters set up. So now when you click here, you see how you still have it linked up because you did all the coding for this. You're going to copy this code up here, control copy, so that when you go to your folders and I click this one, I can now finally change the ahref for this one here. So that when I edit my folder and save it, now I'm at this view. Now when I refresh my page or click characters, you'll be led to this view. And now when I click this one, I'm led to this folder. And when I click this folder, it's character, I'm led to this character. You're going to have to make however many folders you have here. So we just worked on one folder. Let's say you have dogs, cats, humans, and then like, I don't know, other stuff. Then you'll have to make one folder, 2, 3, 4, 5. You should have 5 folders in total, depending on what you do. And it's the same process. You just have to make the code for this one, and then you can click onto this one. This one, I didn't do any coding at all. I believed my trade and sell uses the same code where I had to make this folder, and then I had to link in each and every single one of these. All right. So hopefully that helped. Just remember, all this coding is just adding stuff and just replacing things. All right. It shouldn't be too difficult. But yeah, that is how you do it. Please make sure you watch the full video before attempting. All right. So yeah, when you go to your folders, you're gonna mess with this one last. And that's just entering all the like like you see here, it's just putting all the folders together. And if you don't believe me, I have a bunch. All these little symbols are all my other folders. The other folders here are just I left them as a plain basic coding that Toyhouse just uses for their normal folders. But it's going to be the same process for every single one. So hopefully that helped. I hope you enjoy and happy coding.